So in this video I am talking about a stack in data structure. So what is a stack? A stack is the linear data structure which follows the LIFO, last in first out principle. That means the object can be inserted or removed only at one end of its, also called as top. Okay, it has mainly two functions. One is push, another is pop. Push an item onto the top of the stack that is above the current top element. Pop removes the object at the top of the stack and returns the object from the function. The stack will be decremented by 1. So that is the push. When you insert thing, it goes like this, and when you have to delete a value, this will be goes like that. Means you have to goes like that. Okay, so we take another example. Looks like here. Just check. So here you can see a stack is a container of objects that are inserted and removed according to the last in first out principle. In the push down stacks, only two operations allowed. Okay, one is push the item into stack. Means when you want to insert a value into the stack, pop the item out of the stack. Means think it is a container. Okay, stack is a kind of container where you have to insert value or you have to delete the value. Okay, when you insert the value, the function mostly known as push, and if you want to delete that function, delete that value, then it is known as mainly the pop. Okay, a stack is limited data structure element can be added and removed from the stack only at the top. It means it has only a entry. Means if you enter a way, that is the exit way. There are only a way of insertion and only a way of deletion. Just think like that. When you put some bangles in your hand, means if you put 5 bangles in your hand, then if you put 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Okay, and if you have to remove the first one, then you have to remove the 5th bangle first, then 4th, then 3rd, then 2, then 1 bangle. Okay, that means the insertion way or deletion way are the same. That is the point that is known as top. Okay, just think just that is the push, that is the area, that is the stack. And when you insert a value like this, and you have to delete the value like that. So let's check the application. Okay, so just think that is a stack. Okay, so in that case, that is a push operation. Push goes like this, and another is when pop. So push when you enter a value, and pop when you exit a value. Just think about the glass of water. Okay, the pushing or popping at the same end. Okay, now I want to push 25, then the value like this. Next I use another push function, that is push 35. So this is goes like this. Next I enter push 31, so the application will be goes this way. Now push 56, it will be goes like this. Now again I want to push 47, the value is 47. I use push function actually. Okay, the value like this. Now I want to insert push 89, then the value is 89. So that is the stack. Now what I did, now I want to delete some values, so I use pop function. So at that time I use pop function, but without 89 will be done, 89 deleted. Now I next use another pop function, 47 will be out. Now so this is the thing. So when we use push or pop, this will be push insert value and pop delete the value. So now in that case you have to think, you have to calculate two things. You have to calculate, like you have to think what is the capacity, means total size total size of the array. Okay, that is the capacity. And next one, top, that is, next one you have to use top. So that is the pointer, that is the pointer of the stack, means where you want to put the value. Now whenever you use push function, you have to follow two things: the value is insertion possible or not. Okay, now if I think the size is, now think size is 5. Okay, the capacity is 5. Okay, I write capacity is 5. So if I use push function, then top equals 0, top equals 0 and stores the value 24. Next, top equals 1, it store 25. Then top equals 2, it store 50. Then top equals 3, it store 59. Then top equals 4, it store 24. So 26. Okay, so now that is the total size. You can see there are 5 values. That means when we use array, that is capacity is 5, means maximum index is 4. So if after this point, if I want to insert some value, what will be done? It will show stack overflow, because the stack is full, you don't able to insert any value. Okay, so that is the push function facility. So when we use pop function, okay, so in that case you have to calculate if top double equals -1, that means stack underflow. Okay, and one more thing, most of the time top will be set to -1. That's the calculation. Means when you have to insert value, that is the 24, the first value, you have to set top -1 to 0. After then you can insert value into stack. Okay, now if you get at when we using pop function, if you get top equals -1, okay, that means stack has no value to delete. Okay, so let's check a program. So first this one. So this is all our year questions. Okay, so a bookshelf is designed to store the books in a stack with LIFO, that is last in first out. Which enters last, it exit first. Okay, operation: define a class book with the following specifications. Okay, so first we create a class book. Okay, book, so done it. Then I delete all these parts. Okay, that is the first work done. And the next, and the question is class member. Data members instance variables: name array stores the name of the books, point store the index of the topmost book. So here point is used as top. Okay, max stores the maximum capacity of the bookshelf. Now member methods: book int cap constructed to initialize the data members max equals cap and point equals -1. Displays the name of the book which was last entered in the shelf. If there is no book left in the shelf, displays shelf empty. Okay, void add string, add the name of the book to the self if possible, otherwise display the message. Okay, so if you in the last position, that is after entering all the books in the self, then you can see you can print the message that is self is full. And void display all the names of the books available in the self. Okay, so in that program here, no use of pop function, here only use of push, that is known as add. And just see the last part, specify the book giving details of the only the functions void tail and the void add string. Assume that all other functions have been defined, the main function need not to be written. It means if it is a constructor program or a non-normal program, first you have to declare the class, then you have to declare all these variables, then you have to declare the constructor, that is book int cap, where you have to set max equals cap and point equals -1. Then you have to add a function, that is void add string v, and you have to use void display. And finally, inside of main function, you have to create the class object, then you have to call add function, then you have to call display function. But what you have to do, just see the marks, that is 5, and you have to do only these two things, that is void add and void display. No, sorry, okay, now there is, I think, problem. What is void tail and void add? So where's the void tail function? So I search it in a program and all the, so that is the question. Void tail, display the name of the book, which was last entered in the self. If there are no books, the self display the message self empty. Okay, so that means there is a function void self, and that is the area. So I think here void tail, okay, so this one is here. So that is the function, and we have to do void tail and void add. We have to write only these two functions. So this is the name of the book, which is, so first I print void add, adds the name of the books itself if possible. So void add, so I use rubber, so here we have to pass string v, means the name of the book. Now if top in that case, if top greater than equals the variable is max is the highest location, max is the size. If it is possible, then we have to print system.out.println output is self full, SHELF self full, else what is the array name? So array name is name third bracket plus plus top equals v. Okay, so that is the void add function. So we have to write only these few lines inside a void function. That means if top, that means if top is, okay, let's check, I will calculate. like if okay, at first top equals -1. Okay, so if I insert a value that is a name that is Oswald. Okay, so Oswald have to put value into name array 0 location. So name array 0 equals name third bracket 0 equals Oswald. So if the top value is -1, then I write ++ top. That means first increase the last top position, then it will be inserted at that location. So there is a top at -1, so here, so in that case name 0 equals Oswald. Next time top at 0 location, so whenever if I want to insert value, it will be goes at name 1 location equals hello. Next time top will be again ++, and it will be looks like sudden another value. Okay, so that is the add function looks like. So you have to use top equals -1 first, and now goes for the, so whenever the array is full means top -1 becomes 0, 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. After that, if you use another time this add function, what will be the effect? At that time 4 greater than equals max. Okay, now print self full. No, you are unable to store any value. Okay, next I print void tail. Okay, so what you have to do in that function, I can do it another time. Display the name of the book which was last entered in the shelf. If there is no book left, the shelf display the message empty. So I just think, okay, I just use the asterisk, that is document comment, and I use, okay, so now I use void tail. So if I think I just insert 2 books, so at that time top equals 1. Okay, now if the top equals 1, so it will be looks like system.out.println that is name the book last entered is, then plus name top. You have to write this line only, but there is a case, if there are no books in the shelf, then you have to print shelf empty. So in that case, if top less than 0, if top less than means 0 means the top location set as by default -1, so it will print system.out.println self empty. Okay, and that will be goes in the else area. So that is the tail. So what will be the complete program? Just these two functions, this part and this part, if you write properly, you will get full 5 marks. Okay, now I go to the next program, that is register is an entity which can hold a maximum 100 names. The register enables the user to add and remove names from the topmost end only. Then you can see, just check from topmost end only. So it is a stack programming. So the class name register. Okay, then I create a class name register. There is error, just removing the error. Int top equals -1, max equals 5. We have to declare string name So in that case, these lines I have to write only to remove the errors. Okay, you don't need to write. So after this, I create a class register. Just delete most of the lines and then start reading. Register data member stud array to store the name of the students. Cap stores the capacity of the array, as I told. Top to point the index of the top end. Register int max constructor to initial data members. Cap equals max, top equals -1. Next, void push string in, another string, that is another name, to add names the register at the top location if possible, otherwise display overflow. String pop removes and returns the name of the topmost location of the register if any, else return $. Void display all the names in the register. Okay, specify the register giving details of the function void push string and string pop. Assume all other functions have been defined. The main function and algorithm need not to be written. So in that case, you have to write only two functions, that is void push and string pop. So inside of void push, just want to save the time, I just use this one. Okay, void push. So in that case, if top greater than equals cap, so what will be the output? Just output is overflow, that is overflow. Just write only the thing you have to enter, and else the array name is stud, third bracket, increase the top position, third bracket close, equals, sorry, void push needs a string function, string n, so you write string n. Okay, so that is the void push function. And next one is string pop. So see, this function must return a value. In that case, the function returns void push, but you can see the string pop cannot return any value. Sorry, string pop returns a value. Okay, so if we have to delete the value, you have to must check the pointer don't set at -1 location. So if top less than 0, it will return in that time you don't to print any value, you have to return $, that is $, you have to return. Okay, else return the name of the book. Okay, so return stud top minus. Now you can think why I use top minus, because when you delete a value, okay, just see this thing. So the 89 is at 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5, that is the 5th location. Okay, so here top is at 6, 0 1 2 3, okay, top is at 5. So if I use pop function, then the top will be set at this one, that means top is 4. So we have to delete the value of top also. That is why I decrease the value of pop. So now after this this one, like if it is capacity 6, then after the top it will be top equals 4. Now if you enter another value, then the value first increase at 5, then you can insert 89 at that location. So you have to write these two things, okay, for this program only. Okay, you have to print this. Now you can see another question is there. Name the entity used in the above data structure. So the answer is, the entity used in the above data structure is stack. Okay, so the next question. Word file is an entity which can hold maximum 20 characters. The restriction is that a character can be added or removed from one end only. That means another stack. Okay, class name is word file. Data members, instance variable, ch array, character to hold the character elements, capacity integer variable to store the maximum capacity, top to point the index of the topmost element, same as capacity max, top -1. You can see word file constructor initialize the data members, capacity equals cap, top equals -1, and create word file. All the things are same. And just see void push char. You have to insert you have to take a value, that is character value, add the character at the top of the word file if possible, otherwise output a message word file is full. Pop char returns the deleted character from the top of the word file if possible, otherwise it returns /. Specify the class word file giving the details of the constructor. So giving the details of the constructor, void push char and char pop char. So in that case, you see you have to use constructor. Okay, so I just highlight all the part and this one. Okay, compile and close it. So the class name is word file. So I use this one and the ORDPILE. So when I use what file, just first I have to constructor, so the word file, okay, I have to accept a value int cap, and inside of I have to set ch equals new char cap. That means I have to set charray first. Next, capacity equals cap, and top equals -1. So this thing I told her here. Construct to initialize the data members, capacity equals cap, and top equals -1, and create the word file. Okay, so that is constructor part is created, and I declare int top char ch array, and another one is int capacity. Okay, now after the constructor I have to use void push char. That means I have to accept a character type variable, that is character v. So again, if if top greater than equals capacity, if the top greater than equals capacity, it will be print system dot out dot println what file is full. What file is full, and else part, the array is ch plus plus top equals v. Okay, so that is the pushchar function. And next you have to write char pop char. So this function also returns a value, and return value type is character. Okay, so if top less than 0, it return single quote double slash backslash, else return ch top minus minus, same as the previous one. Okay, so these three things, that is the constructor, cap use at here, and here to set the ch, and top will be set as -1 as told. Pushchar accept the character v, and if top greater than equals capacity, it will print what file is full, means you don't able to store any value. Otherwise, just if you think your array is free, so first you entered v, that is now ch top, that is ch0 equals v. Again you use pushchar, it will print ch1 at v. Next, if you another time you use pushchar, it will be ch2 equals v, and you can insert all values like top ch3 location, ch4 location, all are inserted. And if top as 0, it means if top less than 0, that means you have to return the double backslash, because nothing to remove from the word file. Okay, and after removing each character, we have to decrease the top value. So that is the complete, that is the almost complete stack programming. If you have any question, just comment.